and welcome to this Meet the Miniaturist. Hello, all on Facebook and YouTube. I'm very excited to be hosting my first 2026 Meet the Miniaturist. I'm excited for you to be here and to meet my very special guest who's coming up. But before we do that, just take a look. I am posting a whole bunch of my links into the chat box and into the comment section so you can check out the latest in my blog posts, my latest Meet the Miniaturist interviews, and for all of those goody yummy things, please do remember to subscribe and to like and to build up that algorithm so other folks can see what we're doing here in the miniatures world. Specifically, I have a blog post based on last year's most exciting miniature events. It's a recap of the greatest miniature things that have been happening. So check that out. But I also was, like I said, I was able to interview a whole bunch of folks over the last part of last year that you're going to want to see written up in blog posts. And finally, if you are looking to sell a collection or have someone sell on your behalf, do reach out to me. I'm happy to talk with you about how we can find wonderful new homes for all your tiny treasures. So with that, I would like to bring up my very special guest, Charlotte Engstrom from Sweden. I am just struck. Hi, Charlotte. Welcome to this Meet the Mistress. What's that?
Lovely to be here. Thank you very much.
I just want to say, as I find miniaturists online, your work just popped out to me. There's a number, and then I learned about you after we spoke before in prep for this, that you're not only an artist, but you're a photographer, you're a maker, you have all of these wonderful things going on that have created these beautiful things behind you, and we're going to talk about that. So with that, I would like to say thank you again for joining. And so why don't we start and tell us a little bit about yourself? You are from Sweden, you're in Sweden. Talk about your journey to getting to miniatures, because you haven't been doing miniatures for that long. I think that's striking. But so tell us about that. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Charlotte, as you said, and I'm from Sweden. That's true. I started miniatures about 5 years ago, so I haven't been doing this and that for so long. And my journey was quite similar to a lot of other miniaturists. I got ill. And for the first year, I wasn't able to do anything more than just cope through the day. But eventually, I could do something more. And I wanted to find something that I could develop in many different ways, just as you said.
Yeah.
Photography and painting. And the amazing things with miniatures, everything you and me have around us, you can in tiny size. So the opportunities are actually endless.
Yeah. So you found miniatures, and I think what's so striking also is you found ways to find miniatures and pieces and refurbish them. So a lot of what we're seeing behind you, and we're going to show you more in depth in a bit. I'm going to show a video. Talk about the Beacon Hill. Was this your first big project?
Yeah.
And talk about how. We'll say that again.
My only big project, actually.
Well, there are two other pieces that we're going to share, which I consider these big projects because they're so beautiful. The container piece and the factory, which we're also going to show. But talk about how you've been able to, born out of a need to sort of find the best pieces at the best prices and availability. You are very your ingenuity is incredible because you refurbish pieces. So talk about the Beacon Hill, talk about how it's filled and how you found these treasures and refurbished them.
Oh, big question. As you said, it came out of how my life was at the moment. This amazing house here, I bought it half built, very dark, and I quickly said to myself, I want to do this to my own house and my own creative journey. And I did not want it to be dark and 100 years old, and in all of that.
Yeah.
And what I had when I started, and this is the truth and quite funny, I had a bucket of white wall paint. I still use it today, and it's this size. I had some tools, just regular tools you have in your home, and I had a cup of coffee, and that was that. So I started, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, and I just did it.
You
And
just did it.
as this is the results today. And am I finished with the house? No, I will never be. Uh, but this, I think, is probably the expression I'm looking for.
Yeah. So talk about like what did this look like when it started? It didn't look like this was beautiful. So and where did you find it?
I find it here in my hometown. They're quite difficult to find these type of buildings in Sweden. They don't sell here. And I found it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
market. So
And
it's just a coincidence I found it.
yeah. And obviously did not look like this.
It didn't. I
So,
showed you pictures before, and they are on my Instagram. You have to scroll way down,
yeah.
and there you can see how it looked when I started.
So what did you start with? The outside or the inside? What was your process?
Oh my God. The process was probably not to have sawdust in my whole, I think. Uh, all over it, I started.
So you did the outside and the inside at the same time?
Yeah, I did. Because I moved, I took away walls, and
Yes.
I moved windows. I opened up new windows. I built the windows.
Yeah.
So the learning curve was quite steep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, did you go in with a plan or did you do things as you felt like doing them?
I think you know me by now that I just did it.
You just went into it and did it.
Yeah, yeah. I often don't have a clear plan of the finished result.
Yeah.
I have a path rather.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
a direction. I want to do it something like this, but
Yeah.
it can maybe end up with that the house or the furniture, in case, talks to me in another way
Yeah.
during the process, and then I have to okay, we go that way instead.
Right. Right. So you allowed it to be flexible enough to make changes along the way.
Oh yes, of course. Yes.
So, and I'm struck that you don't have an art background because I mean, all of the pieces, just the way you pull it all together is just wonderful and lovely. What it was hard to talk about to define your style. How would you define this aesthetic? It's got so many different, you're pulling in so many different pieces here. How would you define it?
Oh my God. Yeah, well, as you said, this is a difficult question. Charlotte style, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, since I live in Sweden, we obviously like our white walls here. That everyone knows that. And I pick a little piece of Sweden. I pick a little piece of maybe France.
Yeah.
And then maybe I put it together in something that's completely my own. I don't know.
It's and it goes back to what you were saying, if it just feels, you go by how you feel and it feels right.
I think I go very much the right light.
The right light.
I want you see my house behind me here are very bright, and I want to have the right light and the right feeling and the right the connection.
Yeah. Talk about that feeling because I think that just summarizes miniatures for all of us is how
Mhm,
do they make us feel?
mm.
So it's a feeling. Talk a little bit about how it makes you feel. What is it? What is it? What is that feeling? I'm going to stop the video on here so we could just look at this cuz I could just tell you my feeling which is out of breath.
Well, my feeling is a
What is
creative process,
Mhm.
and it's I like to both just uh, go my own path,
Mhm.
and sometimes pick a little thing from here and a little thing from there,
Yeah.
and I really don't have a clear plan. I work very intuitive.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's hard to tell people that, just go by how you feel, whatever makes you feel good. That's the way to go. I think people get hung up on, what I should be doing and how I should be placing this. No, just go by how you feel. Intuitively, does it make you feel good? You know? So can we talk a little bit about technique here and
Mhm.
technical stuff? I mean, I love how is this piece lit? Is it all LED strips throughout the whole
Yeah,
house?
yeah. It's LED strips, which you can see probably quite well because it's a little bit from under here.
Yeah.
And then that's me and my husband. He's supporting me very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Aw.
So, we cut them, and then what was the word again? Uh, Soldering is,
Soldering, okay, right.
you know, the pieces
Yeah,
to, and that is the result.
yeah. So, was it difficult? Would you say this is something that people should and could tackle, or is there an easier way to go? What's your sense?
The easiest way is, of course, just to buy LED strips and don't cut them,
Don't cut them. Uh,
and place them where you want them, and then uh, hmm, nu hittar jag inte ordet igen. The word is, you put a little piece of wood in front of it,
Okay.
and hide it behind in some way. That is the easiest way to go. And if you are able to use this soldering, what's the
Yeah.
word? Uh, do that, because then you don't have LED strips slingering around.
Yeah. So what is it that makes the soldering? What is the benefit, the extra benefit? Because I'm trying to figure it out myself. Is it that it wraps around the curves that I mean, you said you don't see the strips
Yeah,
curving around.
when you go from room to room, and when you go in and out.
Uh-huh. So that's the difference of soldering it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going through each room because
that,
it does make a very big difference how
yeah,
you've done it.
yeah. So you don't have the LED around the wall on the outside.
Uh-huh.
You see,
Wow.
like if you have the wall here and then you have the LED strip slingering around, and you see it on the outside of the, and we cut them.
I think that's a really great pro tip and it makes a humongous difference. And I think lighting is vital and key and you just do it. You just done it beautifully. So, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So,
I can do it. Everyone can do it.
aw, that's good. Good to know. All right. So talk about the techniques and then now we talked earlier about how you refurbish pieces, but
Mm.
you also make pieces. Is that right? Do you talk a little bit about the techniques you employ to make the pieces on your own?
Well, we just started 3D printing, me and my husband,
3D
a
print.
few months ago, and that is an amazing tool, actually, especially when your husband turns out to be in this case, to do almost everything. And I said, honey, ancient bed.
Hold on, I'm going to remove this.
Nu ska vi se här. There we have it.
So talk about that. So you created that bed from scratch in 3D.
This is a replica from a Swedish antique iron bed.
Wait,
So this is
can you hold it back up? Yeah, show it.
This is a real bed. It exists in the real world. And my husband did the 3D work on this and printed it out for me. And here it is. So I painted it. It was probably black from the beginning. And I painted it so it turned out this rusty.
So is it painted and finished, or is it just single paint?
It's painted with different rust colors.
But it is all paint, because it does look like it looks like it has texture.
Yeah, it has. It's rust.
Oh.
It's really rust. You can buy rust iron dust.
Oh, wow. So it's like a rust paint.
Yeah.
It's a paint that has texture to it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful.
Around.
Wonderful. Wow. So you have this collaboration with your husband making some of these pieces. And what do you start with? An image? Or do you have a software program that you use?
Oh, don't ask me about the computer stuff.
So you just tell him what you want and he makes it.
Yeah.
And then you finish it.
And he's magically turning things together in this. I can tell you what program he uses, so you can tell your viewers later on.
Okay.
You want to, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that I'm sure people will want to know.
Ska vi se. Here we have a little stack of trunks. I wanted a stack of trunks, so he gave me a stack of trunks. Okay. And that brings us back to the coffee. You know, I said I started with some white paint and a cup of coffee. So what you do, you take your fabric, thin fabric, cotton preferably, and dip it in your coffee. And there you have it.
So that gives it what? That gives it an aged finish?
Yeah. Super easy, super cheap. So that, and then while it's wet, form it the way you like it.
Oh, wow. That's a great tip. So what is that going to be? Bedding?
That could be like you see on the trunks here. We have a little scarf or something on top. And that is just some fabric dipped in coffee.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a good tip.
And extremely cheap. You can take some old scarf or whatever you have, but be sure that it's cotton or linen. It can't be polyester or so because it won't stuck to the material.
So let's talk about this container project.
Yeah.
So tell us about this. This is literally a container. Talk about what it is. Maybe people don't know what a container is.
A container. Well, that's what you ship things from China to everywhere.
That's a container. That's it.
Yeah. And sometimes people use those containers to build home in real life. So I said to myself, I want a container home. A modern container home, maybe some fellow living on the countryside, collecting stuff and maybe in some kind of survival mode in here. I really don't know. And I wanted it to be just the way it looks like, filled with tons of different small things and a very, very rough surface.
It's very lived in, and it definitely shows all of your technique and finishing skills all in one place. like you know, everything has some sort of texture to it or aging to
Mm.
it. Or, I mean, look at that ladder. It's just awesome. It's really awesome.
I really like doing that. It
You,
brings joy.
yeah. Say that again.
It brings me joy.
It brings you joy, and that's what it's about. You also mentioned that you enjoy sort of like the Gothic, that sort of whole genre. Talk a little bit
Mm.
about how you incorporate that into your work.
Well, I don't want to define myself too much. I guess the red thread through all of my work is
Yes.
the texture and the old and the worn. But then it could be, I can show you here. You know, we all have seen this type of furniture.
Yes.
Yeah, quite boring. Oh, sorry. I have to, we do it like this.
Oh. So you buy, like, you find or you buy manufactured pieces,
Yeah,
more common, and
yeah,
then this is what you do with them. So
yeah.
show
So,
us again. So
yeah.
those are three examples of what you can
Mhm.
do with
This
one sort of
is the original.
that. Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yep.
And this is, vad ska vi säga, var är jag? Där. The White House, or the lighthouse maybe. Lighter house. I can use and do something like this. And you open up here. I have put in some shelf
Oh yeah.
and a little nice piece of paper and some lights on top.
Yeah.
And
Do you use
those,
brushes or do you use airbrushing? How do you paint your pieces?
oh, this is just the pencil.
Hand, what is it?
Pencil, I just paint it.
Oh, okay. So with a brush.
Yeah, of course, brush.
Yeah. And then you age the edges.
Sand it. Also, this is extremely easy to do that into this.
Yeah.
White paint and sand.
And sand.
Finish.
Right.
And then we have this one here. This one, ska vi se. Var är du? Där.
So that's your sort of gothic-ish,
And
moody.
well, within the factory,
Yes.
a darker theme,
Yeah.
but you can see it's quite in the same family,
Yeah.
but very, very different results.
Right. Right. Well, let's talk about that factory now.
Mm?
Because that's just a swoon-worthy, take your breath away piece. Now, did this start from a piece or a kit, or how did this start?
This is a kit from Miniature Vintage.
So
And
it was a dollhouse kit,
yeah,
and you removed the
no,
second floor.
I've done actually nothing to rebuild it. It is like this.
It
And
is?
painted it and put in all the furniture and stuff. So I painted it like it is, but you can buy them,
Wow.
and they are absolutely mini vintage.
Mini vintage, it's called?
Yeah,
Okay.
fantastic little company.
I love it. So, and it's the factory, it's so the idea is it's a converted warehouse into a living space. Or is
Well,
it a workspace?
an ongoing project. I use it just to take photos in because I really like the environment. I use it to do some of my a little art studio.
I love it.
As you saw in the movie, it was in the video. It was a living space, and it has been an antique store. And I just do it the way I feel. It's an ongoing project.
Yeah. And are those sliding doors that are between the two rooms?
Mm?
You did sliding doors?
In the factory?
Yes.
No,
Where are they?
that's mini vintage as well.
I just love it. I love everything
Yeah,
about it.
I love it too. I really do, and I felt it really talked to me.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
love.
And that's what's important. So, so these are big projects. These are big projects. And you said, are they done? Where are you at? Like, I know nothing is ever really done. And you talked about the factory being sort of like your workspace,
Hmm.
you know, and that's not finished necessarily. You have the Beacon Hill, you have the container house. What is next for you?
Well, since I have limited space, as you can see here in my little hobby corner,
Yeah.
make some kind of tower house,
Powerhouse. Talk about that.
because this is I have
Go
limited.
up. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about, and then I will, of course, continue to do different kind of furnitures. We will continue working together, me and my husband, and I will continue to do the small watercolor paintings as well.
Yes, yes. So now, do you sell your work? Can people buy your pieces? Where are you at on that?
Well, this is primarily just a hobby, but feel free to ask
Yeah. And
and
I know you.
send me a DM on Instagram, and we take it from there.
So what is your Instagram handle? Because I'm going to post that in the comments too.
Charlotte's Miniatures.
Charlotte's Miniatures. I hope I'm doing that right. Charlotte's Miniatures.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I posted that in the comment section so people can find you. I know you have a growing Instagram account. People are finding you. People are discovering your work. How does that feel?
Amazing.
Yeah.
And fantastic to be part of this community,
Yeah.
really, and connecting with people.
Yeah. Did you know this whole community existed before you got into this, or how did that happen?
Well, you could figure it out, because in every hobby there is a community, but learning to know and learning to know the amazing people like yourself, and learning how incredibly fantastic miniaturists there are all over the world.
Yeah.
Inspiring, amazing, fantastic.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
This is a second world.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I love what you're doing because, you're inspiring other people, not only just for people who want to just watch and look. I call those the enthusiasts, but the people who are thinking about, taking this up as a hobby, that look at what you've done and they can do it too. So, and it's about pulling apart the things that you're really good at and finding collaborations. Like you have your husband, that's awesome. And of course, there's the community. So I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic. And
Thank
we'll continue to follow you on Instagram and watch for your next Tower House project. That sounds exciting.
you.
Any closing thoughts for anybody that you want them to know?
Well, if you're thinking about starting the miniature hobby, welcome. Please do.
Oh,
Just come on in here. It's
yeah,
a fantastic place. It really is.
yeah, yeah. I think that just sums it up right there. Welcome. If this is welcome. Well, thank you, Charlotte. Thank you for being here
Thank
today. Thank you
you.
at home
Thank
for
you for
watching. This has been awesome. Everybody have a great day.
having.
Awesome.